Hi dear lovely people. Today is day 4, episode 4 of our healing series, and my hair are behaving very weird today, so bear with me. So, today we are going to talk about a very, very important topic, very short, precise, but important topic known as spiritual bypassing. You might not have heard about this term a lot in your life, but this does exist and it happened with me in my life, so I can definitely assure you that this happens with a lot of us, maybe not consciously. Yeah. So what actually spiritual bypassing means, and we are going to talk about the difference between spiritual bypassing versus true deep healing. So you might have taken a guess like what spiritual bypassing is, because I'm comparing it with true healing. Okay, so let's start. Spiritual bypassing is like using spiritual ideas, right, and giving everything a name of spirituality. Like everything is fine, it's God's work, it's destiny, it's karma, you can't change it, it's all love and light, right? It was actually, this term was coined by a psychologist, Joan Wellwood. And what it really means is that even if you are suffering, even if you are in so much pain, even if you are having unresolved wounds and psychological chaos and problems, you are giving it a name of, oh, everything is fine, you know, everything is love and light, my life is good. You are completely ignoring the fact that you are deeply hurt by giving it the name of karma, or by giving it the name of, okay, everything is fine, I cannot change it, it's in my destiny, but let me, be positive about it. Okay, let me be all love and light about it, whatever happens happens for a reason, and not taking the accountability basically about the true deep rooted healing. So few examples of spiritual bypassing is, let me give you my example first. When I started this healing thing first, I just wanted one answer from the whole existence, that why I always keep on suffering. Yeah. Why I had a troublesome childhood, why I always get everything after a lot of struggle. Even if I wanted a simple pen, I had to struggle a lot. And instead of going deep inside me and finding the answers and healing myself properly, I starting putting on this face of everything is fine, everything happens for a reason, and deeply I was hurting. See, I'm a healed person. It's basically pretending that you are completely healed and you are all love and light and you are at peace, instead of taking the full accountability and healing yourself properly. So it's basically, you can say, spiritual bypassing is not taking the proper accountability, not healing yourself properly from deep rooted level, but becoming positive forcibly. Yeah, I was doing that for a very long time in my life. I was trying to become very, very positive, and I was trying to say everything is a karma and I can't change it. Let's be hopeful that someday everything is going to be fine. But put on this mask of, see how good of a healer I am, how good of a spiritual person I am, and I am not affected by anything. And at night I used to cry it in my bed. It happened for 4 5 years. Then I came across Ho'oponopono. Then I felt like, okay, something in me is still haunting me, is still not deeply like healed, because the soul knows when we are pretending and when we are really doing it. Few examples are, you are forcibly staying positive even if it is hurting you very, very deeply. I did this maybe for 26 27 years of my life, where I was continuously living in this illusion of staying positive and everything is going to be fine, staying positive forcibly, even if my life was continuously crumbling around, even if I was falling apart again and again and again. So I was it's like I was changing. I was not changing the way I was dealing with things. I was changing my, like, places, from one place to another place to another place to another place, jobs over jobs over jobs changes, and not able to understand what actually is happening, but trying to be optimistic all the time and putting on this smile on my face and saying, oh, see, I am a healed person now, and don't want any healing or anything. And then one day everything fell apart and I cried a lot, and then I realized that okay, it is not working, the spiritual bypassing is not working. Actually, I got to know about this term spiritual bypassing few days ago only, and then I realized that it happened with me also. So then I felt like okay, I should share it with you guys, because most of you are doing that only in your life, like forcibly putting yourself in the position of being positive all the time, forcibly being positive even if it's hurting you. Second, you call it like it's my karma, I can't do anything, and okay, accepting the karma is very spiritual. Accepting things and people and situations for what they are and who they are is definitely a very spiritual thing, right? But what we're not able to understand here is at least we can take our responsibility and heal ourselves properly. We cannot change anybody else's karma, okay, but we can change ours. From this point onwards, we can make sure that we are healing properly. But again, we give it the name of destiny or karma or fate, and we just feel like okay, this we cannot change it, so let's accept it, okay. And then calling anger or crying or pain or hurt a low vibration energy. Yeah, you might have done that, right? Don't lie to me. Because I did that. I used to like stay away from these feelings. I was like okay, if I'm going to cry or if I'm going to be sad or if I'm going to like be hurt, people are going to take me as a very low vibration person, or I myself was feeling like if I'm going to do all of this and I'm going to face my feelings, I will be a low vibrational person, and I want to be in the high vibrations all the time because I'm a spiritual person, and or I'm trying to, at least if I'm not, right? That was also happening with me. Then another example is surface level healing without going deep. Like we are doing the affirmations without even understanding the meaning of those affirmations, or we are doing it mechanically like a robot without even trying to understand, like if we are saying something we have to become that thing. Of course faking it helps till we make it, but sometimes a lot of people just do that mechanically, and just they have a ritual, they just wake up and they just do it without even feeling it. And feeling is the main thing. Actually becoming what you want is the main thing here, not just doing it mechanically like a robot. And then we call it okay, I have a ritual, I do it every day for 15 minutes, or I do this meditation every day for 15 minutes. Even without going deeper, we are just fooling ourselves like okay, we are doing something spiritual, so we have become a spiritual person now. My god. Then the most disturbing thing that I used to do was I always used to forgive people. And the real meaning of forgiveness is that you forgive, but you process the pain, you go through the pain, you forgive, you literally forgive. You are not just saying it, you are actually processing the pain through you, and you are at peace with that pain, right? We don't process the pain, we don't go through the process, we just bypass it by saying okay, forgiveness is the greatest gift that we can give anybody. Forgiveness brings peace, forgiveness brings light. But where is the real healing? You're just saying it from your mouth. There's a difference, there's a huge difference from saying it from your mouth and literally doing it. Yeah. So we all do that, right? And when I say in my readings also that forgive, it doesn't mean that say okay, I forgive you and go and die. It's not like that. Or you are not going to process the pain, now you are not hurting because you have forgiven. It's not like that. You are going to hurt a lot because you are doing a very courageous thing, but you have to process the pain, you have to go through the whole process. Otherwise, what's the use of doing that? There's no use of doing that, saying it just from your mouth. Same with the affirmations, same with the meditations. And the most stupid thing that most of people do is they start doing vipassana right away without properly healing themselves from inside, and then they complain that we can't sit, we can't do vipassana. It's like it was valid at that time where people were simple, life was simple. I'm not saying nobody can do vipassana, it's not like that. But I'm trying to say is, especially the beginners, when they start meditating, they start doing vipassana right away. That's the wrong way of meditation. I will definitely talk about these things as we go. But never start with vipassana, start with simple things, and then you can go to vipassana when you are completely, actually you are 60 to 70% healed. Then you will be able to do vipassana in a beautiful and positive way. Osho have described it in a very, very beautiful way, and I understood it after a lot of struggling with this kind of thing myself. Anyways, now how to know that you are spiritually bypassing, that is also a question here. You are avoidance of emotions, continuously avoiding your emotions. If you are feeling certain kind of feeling towards somebody, or if you're emotional, very emotional kind of a person, you are trying to suppress it all the time. You are like, no, I have to smile, I should smile more often, I should be in a happy go lucky kind of energy all the time, otherwise what people will think, otherwise the society is going to think I'm always sulking or crying. Let's just keep on pretending that I don't have any emotions, I'm a robot, I'm a machine. Yeah, you skip the feelings. As soon as the feeling starts arising, you skip the feelings. Let's say, for example, I'm not finding an example right now, but let's say you start developing feelings for somebody, right? Instead of facing the feelings, you start avoiding the feelings. This is the most common thing that all of us do, especially when we get hurt very badly in this area of our life. So as soon as we start developing feelings, or let's say we have deep rooted feelings for somebody, instead of expressing it and going through it properly, you know feeling it, we just skip it, like, we live in some kind of delusion or illusion, and we call it this we give it some kind of spiritual name, like, okay, he or she is not in my fate, this is destiny, this is how I should suffer, this is how it should be. So giving some kind of stupid spiritual name to your own stupidity of not letting the feelings and emotions come up the way they want to come up. Now, I'm not saying be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you, or like burn in one sided love. What I'm trying to say here is express it properly, feel, sit with the feelings, let it hurt, let it pain, and then move forward. You will be okay. When we start witnessing, when we start doing everything with awareness, full awareness, everything's like just starts passing by, like a movie is playing on some kind of screen and we are just watching. We are just watcher. Everything is happening, we are just watching. But as a human, our job here is to be truthful and honest with ourselves. Okay, and then all is love and light. Yeah, have you seen a lot of people, lot of unhealed people on Instagram, on YouTube? They are selling crystal. I'm not against selling crystal or anything. I also used to do that. Now I stopped because I understood the real meaning of healing. They are like giving you this energy of take this crystal, or uh, do this ritual where you are just lighting a candle, and by lighting the candle or holding this crystal, everything is going to be fine, all is love and light. Don't go through the pain, don't cry, just do this, do that, and maybe do some salt baths or some baths or something. I'm not against all of these things, they might help. They can be the starting point of something really good, but going deeper is the most important factor here, that 90% of us don't do or deny to do. And we give this a name of, again, karma, or like fate or destiny, or I'm a very spiritual person, see, I'm all love and light, and I never cried, I never cry, I never do anything that hurt others, and I forgive so easily. This ego of yours is actually not letting you do the real healing, the proper healing that all of us should do. Then we avoid the accountability. We avoid the accountability of our own actions also. Maybe at some point of time we have done something wrong with somebody or with ourselves maybe, but instead of taking the accountability of our actions at that time or right now also, we say something like, okay, I did something at that time because I was not mature enough, or that was the best thing that I knew to do, or something like that. Again, giving it a term of spirituality, or giving it the term of okay, I did something like that because I was not that aware at that time. Or see, accountability taking is not like you're going to change anything. It's just simply means, especially in the present moment, if you should take the accountability of something, and you are continuously avoiding it by saying whatever is done, I cannot change it, I cannot do anything about it, I can be like, okay, I can ask for forgiveness, the most I can do is ask for forgiveness, then also you are spiritually bypassing this situation. You can simply say sorry, you can simply try to ask for forgiveness or forgive the person literally and honestly, whatever the case may be. Okay, then the most important thing is we avoid counseling, we avoid therapy, we avoid communication, because we feel like we cannot change certain things. This is how the universe is giving us the lessons and everything. Universe is going to fix everything. Universe is going to fix nothing, nothing at all. If you are not going to fix yourself, universe is not going to do shit about it. You have to take the responsibility of your own healing, of your own sufferings, of your own decisions, of your own karma, of your own destiny, of your own actions. Yeah, you have to be responsible for each and everything that's happening in your life. You might not be in the person who is doing wrong with yourself. Nobody does wrong with themselves, right? But you have to take the responsibility of healing it properly, letting go and detaching from the process, but after proper healing. Forgiveness, but going through the process of forgiveness, going through the pain. Even if we are forgiving somebody, it doesn't mean that we are completely fine now. Not by mouth, with all of the heart and soul we should do that. So take your time before saying, okay, I accept your apology. And whenever you can, if you know you have done something really horrible and wrong with somebody, instead of not taking the accountability, go to them, face the truth, and ask for forgiveness with all of your heart and soul. It will help you to reduce your karmic loops and karmic cycles, and it will help you to heal yourself. It will trigger the healing in both of you then. Don't avoid these things. It's very, very important for the healing. It is very, very important for growth as a soul, as a human. And we all are like souls here having human experience. It's not the vice versa. We all are getting it wrong. Okay, so I told you guys very, very deeply about what true healing is and what it is not. You can watch episode number 1 for that. Okay, but for the time being, true healing is facing your truth, facing your pain, facing your fears, facing your unresolved trauma, unresolved wounds, standing up for yourself, setting boundaries, forgiving yourself genuinely, and doing everything from your heart and soul without bypassing it, without calling it all love and light and candles and roses and stones and everything. Just be a real human being, stay connected with your heart and soul, go through the pain, because going through the pain is something that's going to make you grow. Go through the pain as if you are just witnessing it. When you start witnessing, when you start living with awareness, everything passes by, and everything gets healed. you know Okay, that's the thing. So spiritual bypassing is a situation that a lot of us do. I also used to do that. Maybe I did that for a very, very long time of my life, until I realized nothing is changing, nothing is shifting, I'm just lying to myself. So basically, the moral of the story that I'm getting here is spiritual bypassing is lying to yourself that everything is fine, it's all love and roses and candles and beautiful fragrances, and you don't have to change or heal anything. The universe is going to take care of you and everything around you. Not happening. You are living in some kind of illusion then. you know and same goes with self love. Self love is not about bubble baths. Self love is not about just lighting a candle. It's a very radical change within yourself. We will talk about it tomorrow in tomorrow's episode number 5, about self love. It's very, very important for you guys to know what real self love means and how it starts, and the steps and everything. But today's topic was very, very important in order to understand what not all of us, what 90% of us are doing, and not even understanding the root cause of the problem and healing it properly. So this is the topics for today's session, and I hope you got some kind of valuable information from this situation, from this lesson. If anybody around you is doing that, you can gently send them this video. If you are doing that now, you know that you are doing it, you can stop it from right now itself and start the real healing. Okay, So tomorrow we are going to talk about in a deep sense about self love, and what it is and what it is not. Again, then the next topic, and then the next. It's going to be amazing series. Don't skip any of the episodes, and if you haven't watched the other 3 episodes of the series, do watch them, because they all are interrelated, even if they don't feel like they all are. Okay. And at the end of the day 30th, you are going to know a lot about healing, a lot more than any books, any self development books or healing books or anything. Trust me, you can trust me. I have gone through this situation, and it took me 16 years to get to this point of my life, and as I'm going to grow, I will share with you guys so that you can also grow with me. Yeah. So yes, this is not taking you any money, maybe Wi-Fi money or something, not too much. So just listen to it, make notes of it, and start the proper healing. We will do it in the coming weeks. Okay. So thank you so much, lovely people. I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.